Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. When you think of Canada, what comes to mind? Maple syrup, hockey, stunning landscapes, and famously polite people, right? While all that is true, there's another, often unsung Canadian export that's making a massive impact around the world: changemakers. Today, we're diving deep into the stories of some incredible Canadians who are dedicating their lives to making our planet a better place. These aren't just feel-good stories. They're powerful examples of how one person's vision and determination can ripple across continents. So grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's get inspired by some of our nation's finest global citizens. Let's start with a name you might already know, but whose global impact is truly staggering: Dr. James Orbinski. As a physician, humanitarian, and former international president of Doctors Without Borders, or Médecins Sans Frontières, Orbinski has been on the front lines of some of the world's most devastating crises. He accepted the Nobel Peace Prize on behalf of the organization in 1999, a testament to their fearless work providing medical care in conflict zones and countries affected by endemic diseases. Orbinski's journey began in Montreal, and his work has taken him from the Rwandan genocide to war-torn Somalia and Afghanistan. He doesn't just treat patients, he advocates fiercely for a more just and equitable world. His book, An Imperfect Offering, is a raw, honest look at the realities of humanitarian work. Orbinski co-founded Dignitas International, which has provided crucial HIV/AIDS-related care in countries like Malawi, saving countless lives. He's a true Canadian hero whose compassion knows no borders. Next up, let's talk about the environment. Autumn Peltier, an Anishinaabe, indigenous clean water activist from the Wikwemkong First Nation, has become a powerful voice for water protection on the global stage. She is often called a water warrior. Her activism started at a very young age when she learned that some indigenous communities in Canada lacked access to clean drinking water, something many of us take for granted. She didn't just get upset, she took action. Peltier has addressed world leaders at the United Nations and other international forums, speaking with a clarity and passion that is impossible to ignore. She challenges politicians and policymakers to respect indigenous knowledge and to take meaningful action to protect the world's most precious resource. At such a young age, she is a nominee for the International Children's Peace Prize and has inspired a new generation of activists to stand up for our planet. Her message is simple but profound. Water is life. From water, let's turn to food. Zita Cobb is a visionary social entrepreneur who is proving that business can be a powerful force for good. After a successful career in the high-tech industry, Cobb returned to her hometown, Fogo Island, a remote outport community in Newfoundland. The island was facing economic collapse due to the decline of the cod fishing industry. Instead of just donating money, Cobb decided to invest in the community's future. She founded the Shorefast Foundation and created the now world-renowned Fogo Island Inn. This isn't just a luxury hotel, it's a social business. All surpluses are reinvested back into the community to support local initiatives. The inn's unique, award-winning architecture celebrates local tradition. The furniture is handcrafted by islanders, and the food is sourced locally. Cobb's model of community economics is a revolutionary approach to development that prioritizes people and place. She has revitalized her home and created a blueprint for sustainable community development that is being studied and admired all over the world. Now, let's journey into the world of education with a truly remarkable individual, Dr. Samantha Nutt. As a physician and the founder of the international humanitarian organizations, War Child Canada and War Child USA, Nutt has spent more than 2 decades working in war zones. She has witnessed firsthand the devastating impact of conflict, especially on children. But rather than being overcome by despair, she chose to act. War Child works to provide education, legal aid, and economic opportunities for children and their families in areas affected by war. They believe that education is not a luxury, but a necessity for breaking the cycle of poverty and violence. Dr. Nutt is also a best-selling author and a compelling public speaker who challenges our perceptions of war and aid. She advocates for long-term solutions, moving beyond simple charity to create lasting, systemic change. Her work ensures that even in the darkest of places, the light of learning and hope can shine through. Innovation in health is another area where Canadians are leading the charge. Dr. Peter Singer, not to be confused with the philosopher, is a special advisor to the Director General of the World Health Organization. Before that, he was the CEO of Grand Challenges Canada, an organization that funds and supports bold ideas with big impact in global health. Think of it like a venture capital fund, but for saving lives. Grand Challenges Canada has funded hundreds of innovators in low and middle-income countries, helping them develop groundbreaking solutions to pressing health problems. We're talking about things like low-cost medical devices, mobile health apps for remote areas, and new ways to deliver life-saving vaccines. Singer's philosophy is that innovation can come from anywhere, and that local entrepreneurs are often best equipped to solve their own community's challenges. By empowering these innovators, he has helped to improve the health and well-being of millions of people worldwide. Let's switch gears and talk about human rights. Irwin Cotler is a Canadian icon. A former Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada, he has dedicated his life to the pursuit of justice and the defense of human rights. Long before he entered politics, Cotler served as counsel for political prisoners, including Nelson Mandela in South Africa and Natan Sharansky in the former Soviet Union. He is a tireless advocate for the oppressed and a leading voice against injustice wherever it occurs. After leaving politics, he founded the Raoul Wallenberg Center for Human Rights, an organization that continues his work of defending political prisoners, opposing mass atrocities, and promoting democracy. Cotler's work is a powerful reminder that the fight for human rights is a global one, and that individuals with courage and conviction can make a world of difference. He truly embodies the idea of being a voice for the voiceless. Now, for a story that combines technology, social justice, and sheer ingenuity. Let's talk about Tobias Lutke. You may know him as the founder and CEO of Shopify, the massive e-commerce platform that powers millions of online stores. While Shopify is a Canadian business success story, Lutke's impact extends far beyond commerce. By creating a platform that is accessible and affordable, he has democratized entrepreneurship. People from all walks of life, from small artisans in rural villages to urban creators, can now start and grow a business with tools that were once only available to large corporations. This has empowered countless individuals around the globe, providing them with economic independence and a platform to share their passions with the world. Shopify's model has also spurred local economies and created a global ecosystem of developers, designers, and marketers. Lutke's vision wasn't just to build a company, it was to build a community and empower a new generation of global entrepreneurs. Finally, we can't talk about global change without mentioning the incredible work of Jean Vanier. Though he passed away in 2019, his legacy continues to grow. In 1964, Vanier, a Canadian Catholic philosopher and theologian, invited two men with intellectual disabilities to live with him in a small home in France. He called this home l'Ark, the French word for the Ark. This single act of compassion grew into a global movement. Today, there are over 150 l'Ark communities in nearly 40 countries. These communities are not institutions. They are homes where people with and without intellectual disabilities live together, sharing their lives, building friendships, and creating a culture of mutual respect and belonging. Vanier's philosophy was revolutionary. He taught the world that every single person has value and gifts to share, and that it is often those who are seen as weak who have the most to teach us about love, humanity, and what it truly means to be a community. His work has transformed the lives of thousands and challenged society's perceptions of disability. From medicine and environmentalism to social enterprise and human rights, these Canadians represent the very best of our country's values. They are driven not by fame or fortune, but by a deep-seated belief in a better world and a relentless desire to make it a reality. Their stories show us that change is possible, that one person can make a difference, and that compassion and innovation are our most powerful tools. They are doctors, activists, entrepreneurs, and visionaries. They are leaders who inspire us to look beyond our own borders and to think about our role in the global community. So next time you think of Canada, I hope you'll also think of James Orbinski, Autumn Peltier, Zita Cobb, and all the other incredible changemakers who are quietly, and not so quietly, making the world a better place. They are a profound source of national pride. Thanks so much for watching. Who are some other Canadian changemakers that inspire you? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to learn about them. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more stories about the amazing people and ideas shaping our world. See you next time.